Yeah, the kids here were singing some nice songs of Haridas. And Haridas related to Bunker Bihari. Not in a direct way. Haridas was mostly in Nidhivan with his deities Kunja Bihari. But many of the people, when Kunja Bihari was taken away to Rajasthan, the Rajasthan king took him in Badapur. So when Kunja Bihari was taken away, that's the deity, Radha and Krishna deity, not just one deity. So there was absence there, There's some absence. We were worshiping Kunja Bihari, and but Haridas was already gone. While Haridas was here on this planet, Kunja Bihari was in Nidhivan. Never did come to Bunker Bihari. And then you won't find this history. They don't want to write this history because they'll have to admit that Bunker Bihari isn't even theirs. And they were all Bengalis. There was two newspapers here in Vrindavan, and the two newspapers were in Bengali. They weren't in Hindi. So the Bengalis, they had a big hold on this area, and really stronghold. So there was a king over by Vrindakunj, if you can understand where that is. By Vrindakunj, there was a king, and his temple was falling apart. And he said, I have to look for a place for my deity. Now, the deity that he had was a deity that was carved and made by the only disciple, the actually, Diksha disciple of Haridas, Vittal, the famous word Vittal. Anybody from Pandapur knows Vittal. So here it was. They had a deity, and their temple was falling apart. So what they did is they approached all the Bengalis, and I'm saying it with a strong emphasis, all the Bengalis, and all, Bhakta Saranga Swami, Bhakta Pramod Puri Maharaj, and them, because they're Bengalis, they know how strong these Bengalis were. So all of a sudden, they found out, this family, who was actually a very prominent family, all of a sudden found, we can't take care of this deity nicely. But let's move the deity. The kids are having too much fun. Yeah, let's move the deity to their temple that they are making. And what was that temple? If you go to Keshigat, you'll see three different temples, and if you measure it by pace, it's 108 feet, in length. But then right after that, when what they call the Yamuna Puja place, there's still a open spot. Well, that open spot had a temple. A temple, actually it was a house that a king had built. Srila Prabhupada and the devotees, they stayed at the main house, but this temple, they decided, okay, what we'll do is we'll take this temple apart and we'll put it on the hill over by Bunker Bihari. Not actually up on top of the hill, but next to the hill. And that's what they had done. They took it apart, that kind of a construction, They took the whole temple apart, and it was made in such a way that the temple that is still there in Keshigat is exactly like the temple in Bunker Bihari. They won't tell you all this. They'll start everything like history has no beginning until 1850, you know? In 1850. In 1850. Yeah, Bunga Bihari became noted in 1850. No, Bunga Bihari didn't become noted in 1850. Yeah. But you know, they don't want you to know anything before that time. But now that it's really funny because that family that is actually the owner of Banka Bihari is wanting their deity back because they have power again. So there's a fight going on. And they could show easily that we were the persons that Haridas left the deity to. Vittal's deity. So they can show. So these are amazing things. Yeah, one time those Bengalis, Kundali Bengalis, you know, the persons that make the ropes for Jagannath's Yatra, they're very highly noted. So let's see if I can. Bhakti Saranga Swami, Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, and one other, they're from that same family. So they were giving trouble to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. And they went up to the leaders over there, you know, near Banka Bihari, and they reminded them. They said, when you come to Bengal for someone to marry your son, we will not even give you the urine that we have. So if you want to stay in a great lineage that you're claiming to be part of, I think you better stop giving Bhakti Siddhanta trouble. So they stopped, of course. That is really heavy speaking, you know. Who was it? Bhakti Daitya Madhava Maharaj. Bhakti Daitya Madhava Maharaj. Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. Bhakti Saranga Swami. They really said, you want... Okay, well, that before that moon disappears, that moon is going down at 220 west, southwest. It will move a little bit more to the west, but not much more. It won't go to 270. In June 21st, it'll start its movement back. Well, that's pretty much the movement that it'll have. It's going down at 220. 270 would be, directly west. So this is southwest, but not too much southwest. Here the kids are getting to go. I didn't get any more songs. They were singing so nice. Laid back, you know. Here we go again. Yeah. You just gotta relax. Gotta go sell it bye to them. You guys going? You're going? No? Prikram nahi? Huh? Oh, kal. Oh, you'll start here.
Yes.
Kal.
Here, tomorrow.
Okay. Radhe. Goodbye. Ay. Yeah, that's an austerity. And it's a good austerity. And tomorrow they'll just begin right here. There's a very old lady who goes to Radha Damodar. Because I haven't been to Radhanamda for a while. I don't know if she did this year. But every Adhik Mas that I know of, she did Dandotri. And I'm telling you, I can't imagine how a person of that age could do it. Oh, here's one of my, there's one of my boys. Yeah, they're a little upset that I didn't use them. I'd rather just sit here and not having to pay them anything. Yeah. Yeah, my little boys. Okay, that's back. That's actually, like what you would call spiritual power, She's older than me. She walks around bent over. But when she stands up straight, I've seen her. Sometimes she gets upset at somebody. And when she stands up straight, you better watch it. She has so much power in her voice. But I've not seen her this year. Yeah, there's nothing else to do except take advantage of what these people are giving to Krishna. They're giving a lot of time, energy. Yeah. They're offering it to Krishna.